Hi YouTube, plain old Chuck here. Um, who wants to sit and yak for a little bit? Uh, I forgot my tripod and everything, so I don't know how this will work out. I'm like 100 miles away from the camera, so I'm not sure how the audio will come out, but I was just sitting here this afternoon and I was thinking about all the different videos and stuff and giveaways and stuff on YouTube, and different ways that people show their appreciation for all the generosity, you know, between the members of the community and stuff. And I was wondering if we shouldn't just carry that just a step further, a little bit in our lives. You know, I did a little appreciation giveaway there for my people that comment on my videos and stuff, and it really felt good to, I mean, even though it was just something small, it felt good to give something back. But I was wondering why we don't carry that into our lives every day. I think I'm going to try to do that from now on. I'm going to take a couple days during every month and just try to, if I can't do it physically, I can at least do it mentally. I can think about the different things that we all talk about, the good old days and how nice it used to be and how good it was, but we don't realize, I don't think we appreciate what we have now. I'm going to take a couple days every month and just maybe not try to live in the old days, but try to remember and be grateful for what we have today that wasn't really so great in the old days, you know. I do it to an extent, and a lot of us do when we go camping and stuff. You know, we'll go out and build our fires and make our meals and do this and that. But that, back in the day, that wasn't an everyday, that was just part of everyday life. I mean, that's, you know, that's what you did. You carried your water and stuff. Maybe not in my days, but in prior days, I'm sure. But anyhow, I think, you know, when I'm out at the camp, for instance, you know, I'll get up in the morning and I have electric there at my camper, and I have a Mr. Coffee pot and all this. But normally I'll still go out and build a little fire in the morning and put some perk coffee on and stuff, and just to relive the way it was. I mean, if you can't physically do it, a lot of people live, you know, in urban places and they can't really do stuff like that. But you can at least have the thought when you get up and you're running that water for 5 minutes waiting for it to get hot so you can wash something or something. Think if you had to carry that water in, if you had to go down out to the well and carry a couple buckets of water in to do that, you know. All of a sudden those good old days aren't so good anymore on cold mornings. Same with cooking. I mean, you know, when you get up in the morning and you throw your pre-made sandwich in the microwave, you know, just think about if you had to go out to in the cellar or whatever and cut yourself a piece of bacon and come up and fry it up and stuff to make that sandwich, you know. There's a lot of different aspects to it, you know. One being, you know, the benefits of electricity and different fuels and stuff. You know, when I'm at the camper, I try to cook on fire as much as I can. Yes, I have electricity out there. Yes, I have a propane stove and oven. Yes, I have portable, different kinds of gas stoves and such. But what if you didn't? What if when something happens and the propane runs out and the electricity's off? You know, you have to you have to think about what you would do in that situation. So yeah, you have all that stuff, but still you may have to preserve that stuff, because say you have a couple tanks of propane that you can cook on. How long is it going to have to last you? So I'm just saying, you know, when you do these things, even if you can't go out, I'm not saying to go out and cook on a fire in the yard every day. What I'm saying is just give notice to when you're doing these things, when you're running that extra water, when you're microwaving a meal or something. You know, just think what you may have to go through to do those same things, you know, in a disaster situation. I mean, it may not be too far away. Who knows? I pray it isn't, but you know, I mean, who knows what? If you follow history, it's there's always been bad times in one country or another, so it could very easily happen to us. But anyhow, that's just my thought. I think we need to show a little more appreciation for the things that we have nowadays. I think we take a lot of it for granted, you know, and I personally don't. And I'm going to set aside a couple of days a month, I think, to try to do without a lot of the modern things that we have, and maybe it'll give me a deeper appreciation of what we do have. So that's it. I just kind of sitting here. I was bored and thought I'd sit down here and yap at the camera for a little while. So if the video turns out, and if we have any sound at all, I'll get her downloaded and get it up, or uploaded and get it up, or download it and done something with it. I'm not sure what I'll do with it, but I'll do something with it. So just something to give you some thought, you know, maybe, like I say, if you can't participate, you know, it's not easy to do, but give it some thought. Well, like I say, when you're running water for 10 minutes waiting on the hot water, just think about carrying it from the well and putting it on the stove and firing up the wood stove to heat it up to be able to have that cup of coffee or something. So just a thought. So leave me a little thing in the comments, you know, if you do give it a thought. There's some different things. There's some different things that you can, you know, be thankful for that maybe we thought was the good old days. Wasn't quite so good, but as long as we're appreciative and appreciate what we have now, I think we'll be better off. So that's all. Just babbling now. So we'll talk to you all later. God bless.